kind of let Jax talk me into something that's either this wonderful, terrific thing or truly dreadful. And then we'll just let nature take its course.
Unless Nicholas and Emily don't want to be together.
And if they don't, then nothing will happen. But if they do, then don't you think they deserve this chance?
That he is.
Oh, I said I wanted to believe, Jax.
Okay, I'm concerned about what's going to happen to my child. I don't want him or her growing up with a man who's going to disappear and leaving behind a broken home.
You're just trying to manipulate Courtney into ditching Nicholas. Or the other way around, whatever it works, right, Jax?
This isn't helping his recovery.
All right, just like always, huh? Gonna lie, gonna cheat, gonna twist the facts. Whatever it takes to get what you want.
Listen, don't be too hard on Elizabeth. Okay, I think her heart was in the right place.
Yeah. Yeah, she just, can't accept the fact that we're not together anymore.
You ever look back and wonder how we got like this?
All the time.
Yeah. You remember when you asked me to pretend that we were in love?
Yeah, I wanted to set Xander free so he could move on with his life.
The ironic thing was, we were in love. Just hadn't realized it yet, huh? Yeah.
Guess we're doing exactly what Elizabeth wanted us to do.
Yeah.
Reminiscing.
Yeah. Yep, falling right into a trap, aren't we?
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't give her the satisfaction.
Well, come on. It is our anniversary, right? Would have been entitled to a few memories, I think.
I suppose we are. You know, Nicholas, I wouldn't even be standing here if it wasn't for you. You gave me the strength to survive cancer. You pulled me through. That night in the hospital when I almost died, you sat in the next room, willing me to live. And I could feel you in my dreams.
We were connected, weren't we?
That's why I knew in my heart that you were still alive after the car wreck. And I tried to convince myself that you were gone, but I never quite believed it.
You found me.
You recovered. And I thought that nothing could ever pull us apart again.
And then Connor.
Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried to get through it alone. Nicholas, Elizabeth told me to get help, and I just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, I wish you would have gotten some counseling or something. I wish you wouldn't have had to suffer alone, but nothing could ever change the fact that he looks just like me, Emily.
I should have told you. I had so much pain and anger, and I didn't share it with you. And I let it destroy us.
No. It didn't destroy us. Listen, we were in this together, Emily, for both the good and the bad.
Too bad we can't point a finger and say one of us was the bad guy, huh?
No, it certainly would make things easier, wouldn't it?
I try to blame you, Nicholas. I had battles raging on in my head. Anger and upset and disbelief that things could turn out this way.
You never really showed it.
Because I knew the breakup had been my doing as much as yours. We thought our love would last forever. But it didn't. Our marriage ended.
Now we're moving on, huh?
I guess it's a sign of progress that we both can sit here talking about it so rationally.
Well, we've always been friends.
Is that what we are now?
Well, I suppose after our marriage and all the memories that we've had, it'd never be quite that simple, you know.
Yeah, we have years of memories before that, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
The times we shared with Lucky and Elizabeth.
Yeah. Yeah. And last month, we gave them the wedding of their dreams, didn't we? Didn't we?
We did. I think we're always going to be the four musketeers.
Yeah.
Even though you're with Courtney now.
And you're in med school. With the brightest of futures ahead of you. And that is proof right there, Emily, right there. That Connor Bishop did not destroy you.
Right.
It's okay.
You know, what am I doing?
What?
You're in love with someone else.
I still care about you, Emily. I always will. You know that.
It's because today's our anniversary. It just brought up all these memories and feelings.
No, I'm glad that you came here. I am.
I didn't mean to get caught up in the past, Nicholas. I'm sorry.
It's okay, please. Wait, Emily, please. What?
Well, it looks like the course of true love is about to make a detour into my room.
Lucky. Hi. How are you feeling?
Better all the time.
Great. You know, Elizabeth, I went to Windermere to look for Cameron's stuffed lion, but I just didn't see it anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, you did say that you left it in the garden when you were cutting holly for wreaths, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I guess the servant picked it up.
Oh, you know, if they had, they would have mentioned it to Nicholas, and he just didn't say anything to me about it.
Oh, you saw Nicholas? Did you get a chance to talk to him?
Yeah, I did.
Good. Well, I guess I just made a mistake about the lion.
The mistake was coming up with a lame excuse to throw me and Nicholas back together.
Well, it wasn't exactly Elizabeth's idea.
Uh-huh. So who thought of it?
Jax.
You'll be doing the right thing.
I can't believe that you went along with Jax on this. He played right into his hands.
This is a special day for you and Nicholas.
Look, I know your intentions were good, Elizabeth, but Jax, he doesn't care what happens to any of us, right? Or who might get hurt along the way. All he wants is for Courtney to come back. Just tell her, Lucky.
I did.
Jax's motives don't really matter.
Of course they do. Elizabeth, Jax is a manipulator. How do you know that he wasn't using you in some way?
Emily, this is about you and Nicholas. The two of you have unfinished business.
Oh, trust me, it's finished.
Oh, so you got a chance to talk to him?
Yes, and there were no magical moments or fireworks or grand, declarations.
But it was good to see him?
Yes, because Nicholas and I are friends, just like I am with you and Lucky. You know, we care about each other and we respect each other. We've been through a lot, and that's it. As far as any romantic, fantasy that you might have, it's just not going to happen. So do me a favor and stay out of our lives. What?
Well, nothing happened. Why are you getting so worked up?
Because I don't enjoy being manipulated.
You felt something, didn't you? That little spark that told you your heart still belongs to Nicholas?
I really don't know what you guys are talking about.
Say what you want. I think it worked.
Jax!
What's up?
Oh, Lucky and Elizabeth told me that little accidental meeting at Windermere was your idea.
Yeah, well, Elizabeth agreed.
Oh, don't put this on Elizabeth.
I'm not putting this on Elizabeth.
You
I'm
should
just
have
saying
never
that
gone to
she
her in the first place. Jax, you know she has a kind heart, so you worked that angle. You could care less about me and Nicholas. It's all about you, as usual.
Why are you so upset about it?
It was arrogant and manipulative. You want Courtney back, then you just work it out with her and leave us alone. And if she doesn't love you anymore, then just get used to it. I have.
Why? Because Nicholas and Courtney belong together? Come on, Emily, you know better, okay? It's you and Nicholas, and it always has been.
And Jax, you've made it clear what you want, but people are going to do what they want to do, and that there's nothing that we can do to control it or change it.
Today, the role of Nicholas Cassadine will be played by Chris Beadham.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you.
Oh, what's up, honey? How's your arm?
Oh, it's getting better.
You know, this is the second time that I've been here today. I brought the girls, and Christina's taken a liking to hot chocolate and watercress sandwiches.
Oh, sorry I missed that. But this is about business. I need my trusted lawyer.
Consider me on retainer. Sit.
Well, when I arrived home this evening, I found my divorce papers waiting for me. So I just want to make sure that I completely understand. If I sign them, the divorce is final, right?
That's correct. But maybe you don't want to sign them.
The divorce is just a formality. The marriage was over a long time ago.
Nothing is over as long as the two of you have feelings for each other.
Alexis, the distance between us, the things that we went through, they were just too much to take.
My darling nephew, who I love to death, let me just put forth a theory, if you don't mind. You and Emily hit a bumpy road. Actually, it was a gigantic pothole, but fate took its twists and turns, and you ended up in the arms of Courtney Matthews, who coincidentally is the wife of my best friend and ex-husband, but that's beside the point. Or not, because when you and Emily's marriage hit the fan, a lot of people had ducked the debris.
Okay, I know there's a point here.
I have
somewhere.
one. I have a point. Sometimes it just takes me a little while to get there. Where was I? Oh, hearts were broken and lives were trashed, and that's the truth, and you have to live with that, mister.
That's what you think this is about, my ego.
See, if you didn't follow through with this thing with Courtney, then you would have looked like you were failing, and a lot of people's pain could have been avoided. Baggage, Nicholas. You came into this relationship with baggage, and this relationship already had a lot of baggage.
Yeah, but Courtney and I are in love.
All righty. If that's the case, then I do wish you happiness. I just really want you to give some thought to your motives, because guilt is a lousy foundation for any relationship.
Robin.
Emily, I need to talk to you.
Who let him in?
I'm busy right now, Nicholas.
Look, this is important. Just come home with me, okay?
Why? So you can leave me for Courtney again? So you can tell me that love lasts forever and then break my heart?
I was wrong, okay? I'm sorry. Leaving you was the worst mistake I ever made in my life. Emily, look at me.
She can't.
I've moved on, just like you. I'm with someone else now.
No. No. Not Sonny. Please, just tell me that you're not with Sonny.
Whoa. You all right?
Hi.
You just...
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I was just... Are Michael and Morgan here? They're, out with Letitia. Oh, good.
Santa decided to come early.
Yeah, they'll be thrilled.
Well, yeah, I kind of went a little overboard. I mean, I know how much they're missing their mother, and I don't know, with the holidays coming, I'm sure it's going to be a lot for you to handle.
I'm fine. Here, Courtney, I have a nice relationship with the boys.
Oh, I don't doubt that for a second. Okay, look, the truth is, Carly is, worried about the amount of time the boy's been spending with you. I mean, you can't blame her for feeling a little threatened, you know? I really don't want it to affect her recovery.
So would you rather that Michael and Morgan feel abandoned?
I mean, Emily, I'm Sonny's sister. I'm Michael and Morgan's aunt. I'm Carly's best friend. And look, if you would just back off a little, I'll make sure the boys don't feel abandoned. I think that this would be best for everyone, especially their mother.
When's it ever enough for you? Carly's paranoia shouldn't be my problem. And if you were the friend that you say you are, you'd reassure her instead of feeding her ridiculous suspicions.
Well, are they ridiculous?
There's nothing going on between me and Sonny.
Okay, well then why are you fighting so hard to stay here, Emily? I mean, you're supposed to be in med school. You have a life.
Did I do something terrible to you?
Oh, come on. Emily, don't make this personal. Look, I love my nephews, okay? I think that taking care of them now when they need their family would be good for them. I also think that it would help me in the next step that I'm taking in my own life.
You're in the process of building a romance with my ex-husband. You have a baby on the way. Courtney, you're going to be spending time in my former house, double dating with my closest friends. For God's sakes, can't you leave me something?
Now you know how Carly feels.
I'm doing something useful with my life, Courtney. I'm happy here. Now, Michael and Morgan are thriving. So naturally, you have to march in and take over just in case there's an outside chance that I might be happy. And what do you use as an excuse? Some vague idea that it might make Carly feel better. Well, here's my answer. Leave me alone.
All right, what do you want to hear, Emily? You want me to say that I don't think I deserve the life that I have, that I am eating myself up with guilt? Well, good news, Emily. That's how I feel.
No, I don't know.
You think I don't know how good I have it, Emily? Like every morning, I wake up and I thank God for this baby. For the kindness that Nicholas has shown me, for the life that I've been given. And yeah, every time I see you, I feel bad. Okay, every time I see Elizabeth, I feel guilty because I'm having a baby after she lost hers.
I don't want you to feel guilty. Courtney, I just want you to live your life and leave me to live mine. These are the divorce papers, signed and sealed. You just take them to Nicholas and tell him I wish you both happiness. These are the divorce papers, signed and sealed. You can just take them to Nicholas and tell him I wish you both happiness.
Today, the role of Nicholas Cassadine will be played by Chris Beadham.
What's going on?
You've been expecting these? Sorry, they're late, but it's done now. We're officially divorced.
Oh, not quite. I haven't signed my copy yet.
I should go.
No, you don't have to do that. I guess this won't take as long as I thought it would. If you've already signed, just sign mine. Get it over with. Got a pen?
It's page 10 and again at the end.
Take these to Alexis and have her file them.
Thank you for handling it.
The roads are bad today. Can I drive you home?
Courtney.
Courtney? Courtney? Baby, you gotta stay awake.
I'll call an ambulance.
You're gonna be okay. We're gonna get you help, okay?
The phones are out.
Baby. Baby's fine. Baby's fine. We're just gonna take care of you first, okay?
Hey, Nicholas, my cell phone is on the table.
Battery's dead. You'll be okay, all right? We'll get you through this. Just hang in there. Okay, I want you to get me some water and a first aid kit. We're gonna clean the wound. You can stitch it up, right? Emily?
I can't.
It's bleeding, Em. You have to help her.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, fine. I'll do it myself.
Try and keep...
Just hang in there, Courtney. You're doing great. Well, she may not need stitches. I used some of the stuff from the first aid kit, and the bleeding's under control. But we do need to find some way to the hospital to make sure the baby's okay.
I know what you're thinking, Nicholas, that I'm not helping because it's Courtney, but it's not that at all. It's just that I can't. I freeze up, and I know it sounds stupid, and I'm frustrated for being this way.
Is this because of what happened with Reese?
I think so. Just I made a terrible mistake.
We all make mistakes. Some of them we can fix, and some we can't. Okay, I know you would help Courtney if you could.
I should have a handle on this by now. I mean, poor Dylan, he came in with a minor head injury. I tried to treat him, and I froze. Nicholas, just like I'm doing right now with Courtney.
Just give yourself some time.
The doctor can't freeze up. Nicholas, it's inexcusable. So it's better that this is happening now so that I can find another career.
No, you can't quit, Emily. You're going to get past this, and you're going to become the brilliant, dedicated, caring doctor that you know you can be. Medicine is your calling. And if you are a little low on faith right now, just borrow some of my faith and trust in you, because I've got plenty to spare. There's nothing in this world you can't do if you just put your heart into it.
Today, the role of Nicholas Cassadine will be played by Chris Beadham.
You're going to be a great doctor. General Hospital will be lucky to keep you. And you have a brilliant career waiting for you, Emily. Just don't give up on it. And more importantly, don't give up on yourself.
Nicholas, you don't have to prop me up. I'm not your problem to fix anymore.
How you feeling?
Lightheaded, a little dizzy.
All right, drink as much water as possible. Courtney, we need to counteract the blood loss.
The bleeding isn't stopping.
All right. So maybe there's a lull in the storm. We can get her to the emergency room.
Okay, let's go for it.
All right, bundle her up. Keep her as warm as possible.
You really think a trip to the hospital is necessary?
Well, maybe not, but I just don't want to take any chances with you and the baby, okay? And you're too weak to fight me.
You're right.
Emily, what have you got?
Yeah, Courtney Matthews. She has a deep leg laceration that needs to be sutured, and she's pregnant, so you're going to need to page Dr. Meadows to perform an exam, all right?
Take her to your room and I'll be right in.
Everybody follow me here.
Thanks for your help. How's that leg doing?
It's really starting to hurt.
Hang in there, okay? Let me get you fixed up and get you out of here.
The laceration is deep, but not dangerous. A few stitches should close the wound and you'll be out of here.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
I'll give you minimal local anesthesia. You're pregnant, so we want to avoid any sedating drugs.
If you behave, I'll get you a lollipop.
You
Promise?
Squeeze as hard as you want. I can take it.
Look,
Wait. Something's wrong, isn't it? What is it, Emily?
You okay on it?
almost done.
Hello, Courtney. How are you feeling?
Better.
Good, good. Emily filled me in, and from what she's told me, everything is under control. Why isn't Courtney on IV fluids?
I didn't think it was necessary.
She's pregnant, at risk for dehydration. She bled for at least an hour prior to her arrival. You should have ordered the IV fluids before you started the procedure.
Is my baby at risk?
Well, it's only a precaution, but it's a necessary one.
Sorry, I won't make that mistake again.
I should hope not. Let's hook her up.
Is that what you were concerned about? You knew the boy should have been on an IV.
Yeah.
Well, then why didn't you just say it? Why can't you trust yourself? Why not trust you?
Michael, are you home?
Need some help with that thing?
Yeah.
We can get it off again. I don't know. It's like. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry for spacing out, just now. I have a lot on mind.
Hey, Emily.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to talk to me about?
No, nothing bad. Just been worried about Jason for such a long time, and now he's gonna be all right, and such a relief.
Yeah. It's great. It's the greatest thing in the.
It's really starting to feel like Christmas.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, 10 more days, and Carly swears she'll be home for the holiday. But if she doesn't, then you can, if you want to come here, because the boys would love you to.
Look, Letitia home.
Yeah, mistletoe.
Gotta be careful though. If you get caught under it, you're gonna have to kiss.
I know I, for one, will be watching my step.
I
Hey.
picked some holly from the tree outside. I hope you don't mind. It kind of makes the room look Christmassy.
No, I don't mind.
So Morgan's already down for his nap, and Michael and Christina are in the playroom. And Morgan's already outgrowing his jacket, so I'm gonna go and get him a new one tomorrow. Or if you'd rather get him one for Christmas, he can. What?
You've been great with them. And, it would have been very hard to take those last few months if you hadn't been here.
You know how much this has meant to me.
Carly's doing better. She's going to be home for Christmas.
Yeah, Michael's gonna be over the moon, huh?
Yeah, and half the time they're going to be with their mother, and then Letitia's here, so I think it's time we stop taking advantage of you.
What do you mean?
Well, you put your career on hold, your plans, so I think maybe it's time to focus on yourself, on your family.
I thought this was my family.
If you don't want to leave yet, you don't have to.
No, you're right. I think it's time that I started focusing on myself. Besides, if I stay here, I could end up doing more harm than good. That's everything.
Not quite. There you go.
Thank you.
You know, when I asked you to leave, I didn't mean like tonight.
When it's time, it's time. You know, besides, I don't want to make a big deal out of saying my goodbyes to the boys. Yeah, I don't want to be I made some plans with Michael and Morgan over the holidays.
Oh yeah, hey, you know what? If you hadn't if you didn't bring it up, I was gonna invite you, because boys love having you around. We all do.
Sonny, you know, this has been a really special time for me. Everything that you've done.
And I'm so grateful, because you've done so much for me that I can't even tell you. And you've done it with grace, care, concern. You make everything look easy.
Well, if I'm leaving here stronger than I arrived, it's because you gave me the space and the time to get that way. Bye, Sonny. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
Hi. Is this a good time for a visit? Okay. Obviously not. I'll come back later.
No. I need to talk to you.
What's wrong? Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm good. Or, yeah, at least I'm getting better.
Tell me you haven't got a thing for Sonny? Yeah, I'm fine. What about you?
I'm better. Or at least I'm getting that way.
Tell me you haven't got a thing for Sonny.
Jace, where would you even... All right, Carly, God, I could just...
It's not about Carly, Emily.
Yes, it is. You're lying here in a hospital at her mercy, and she lays this stupid paranoid theory of hers on you.
Do you have a thing for Sonny?
No. Jace, are you happy? My life, Jace, was in turmoil, and I needed to feel useful and valued again. And Michael and Morgan were scared and confused, and I was happy to help Sonny care for them. And maybe it wasn't all selfless on Sonny's part. He needed my help. He has somebody that he could count on. And you were dealing with your own stuff. Jason, maybe because I'm your sister, I was the next best thing. I get now why you care about Sonny. I've seen what most people don't. His compassion and his tenderness, especially when it comes to his children. He's a complicated man, and he recognizes that in other people. In me. He saw that I was hurt and lost and needed something steady in my life, and And we became, you know, we became friends, Jace, that's all. If you need to worry about anyone, you worry about Carly. That she could be so selfish and thoughtless to just dump this on you.
I can handle her.
But you shouldn't have to. Stupid gossip is the last thing you need. And shame on Carly for trying to take something special and ruin it. I'm fine, Sonny's fine, and that should answer your question, right?
Sure.
I love you. And this isn't for you to worry about. Okay. I'll see you later.
Is your sister okay?
I don't know.
Hi. Did you find Lucky? But that's the reason you left Kelly's in such a hurry earlier, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, well, I got called into work on my way over to see him, sorry. Did you get a chance to talk to Nicholas?
All right, I knew it. Elizabeth, I know that you mean well, but this has got to stop. Nicholas and I are divorced, and the papers are signed, and that's not going to change, no matter how many times you try and throw us together.
Okay, look, married or not, the two of you are still connected. The type of love you guys share doesn't just disappear. And I think that given enough time, the two of you will find your way back together, with or without my help. Okay, fine. I promise, from here on out, no more arranging meetings under false pretenses or finding excuses for the two of you to be alone, okay?
Okay, good. You know, because Nicholas has moved on with his life, and I'm trying to do the same. Actually, I took the first step today.
Really? How?
Yeah,
How's that?
I moved out of Sonny's house.
You what?
What? Why do you seem so surprised?
Well, I just thought you were helping Sonny with Michael and Morgan. Isn't Carly still at
No,
Rose Lawn?
Carly's home for Christmas, you know, so the boys are going to be spending time with her, which means that, you know, I'm going to be free to kind of focus on myself.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Good, and it's about time.
Yeah, I'm just going to work, you know, and study and, I don't know, you know, kind of the exciting life of a med student.
I think you're protesting too much.
What did that mean?
Well, generally when someone mentions how ordinary and boring their life is, I don't know, it usually means the opposite.
What's going on between her and Sonny?
Sonny with his children.
Yeah, it just sounds like things have progressed from there.
And she confided this in you?
Pretty much. Only the way she defended him and went on about how understanding he is. And has Sonny said anything to you?
No, why would he? Emily is Michael's godmother and aunt.
Oh, it's just... the attachment to the family seems a little sudden.
Why are you telling us this?
I just thought you wanted to know.
Well, I think you're jumping to conclusions.
I don't think so. Emily likes to save people, and Sonny always needs to be saved because he's such a tortured soul.
You know, you can save your breath on this one, because I'm not going to leave Courtney and go running back to Emily no matter what lies you come up with.
That's fine. You know what? You can ignore the situation, and I'm telling you the truth.
Do you believe him? Sorry I'm late. My meeting ran longer than I expected.
It's okay.
What's wrong? You still thinking about what Jack said?
Well, there might be something to it.
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't take it too seriously. Jack has his own agenda, you know that.
I don't know, Nicholas. Carly told me the same thing. I mean, she's convinced that there's a romance brewing between Sonny and Emily.
Yeah, but, you know, Carly gets jealous when another woman gets within 15 feet of Sonny.
Yeah. It's just... Look, I went over to Sonny's the other day to talk to Emily about moving out and possibly taking over some responsibility with Michael and Morgan, and she refused, again. I mean, she even seemed angry that I even suggested it. That's what we were arguing about when you showed up.
I don't know, I just think Emily's trying to help with the boys while Carly's gone, that's all.
Unless Jax and Carly are right, Emily really is falling in love with Sonny. It's like you said, Sonny and Emily, they're just friends. Maybe that's all it is.
On the other hand, Sonny's more than capable of taking advantage of Emily.
Well, they've both been going through a hard time.
I mean, Emily, she has a kind heart. She's always trying to help other people. And Sonny's so selfish, it wouldn't occur to him to tell her that she's better off staying someplace else and concentrating on her studies, you know? So there she is at his house, overworked, pulled in too many directions, thinking of everybody else instead of herself.
Emily says that she's happy there.
Yeah, because he makes her feel valued. You know, I mean, what happens when he gets angry and ruins her, like he did Carly? What happens then?
Why don't you go and see Emily yourself and find out if it's true or not?
Well, maybe I should, I guess. I don't know. You be okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. I'll see you later. Be back.
Hi, too. I just remembered I'm supposed to be meeting Lucky. Thanks for talking. I'll see you later. Yeah.
That was subtle.
Yeah, she left before food even came.
Yeah, well, at least she didn't send me on a wild goose chase at Windermere to look for Cameron's phantom toy, huh? So, any reason she thinks we're ready to fall into each other's arms again?
I don't think she meant anything by it, Emily.
I'm sorry. It's just I'm a little burnt out on people having an opinion on my personal life.
Speaking of which, I've heard a few things, Emily, and I...
Nicholas, who's been talking to you? Or maybe I should ask, who hasn't? Don't you dare ask me if there's anything going on between me and Sonny.
Yeah, I know. I'm involved with Courtney. I have no right to comment on your love life.
No, I have no love life, Nicholas, with Sonny or anyone else. It cared to humiliate me some more.
But Emily, people who care about you say that there is something going on between you two.
People who care? Nicholas, like Carly, who, in case you haven't noticed, is institutionalized. She feels threatened by my relationship with her boys, and she'd tear the eyes out of any woman who even looked at Sonny. This is all her big idea.
I heard it from Jax.
Oh, okay. Now, there's a man with no motive to want you to worry about me.
All I'm saying, Emily, is if it is true, I am concerned because Sonny is not good enough for you.
You know, Nicholas, you're right. It is none of your business. The days when you had some right to protect me are so over.
I mean, but, you know, look what happened to Carly.
I'm not Carly. Thank you very much. You know, it's funny that you're all so worried that something's going on between me and Sonny. Apparently, we're the last ones to know.
Doesn't mean that there isn't anything
There's
going
nothing
on.
going on between us, Nicholas. I'm not in love with Sonny, and he's certainly not in love with me.
Thanks, Max.
You're welcome. Looks like Christina, her mommy's here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Max. I thought you were going to pick up Christina tonight.
I just wanted to leave you a set of these that you could keep here. She really likes it when Emily reads the stories to her, especially, wait, this one right here, the turtle one.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
What?
Emily's, she's gone.
Gone? What do you mean, gone?
What? It's not like I threw her out. She moved out of the gatehouse, and she's not helping out with the children now. And, but I'll give this to Letitia as soon as she gets back.
Back from where?
Will you stop worrying? Morgan's asleep. Michael and Christina are playing, so everything's fine.
It's just you and Max and the guys.
Right.
I really liked it when Emily was here. It made me feel secure for the kids.
Well, we all liked it when Emily was here, but it was a temporary situation, and Emily had to get back to her life.
I think it's a shame because she had such a nice touch with the kids. Not that there's any, you know, Max isn't nice and the rest of the goons. I'm really gonna miss Emily.
Yeah, well, no argument there.